to a brand new episode of Day in the Bay. Today we've got Paul Hewitt in with his bagged Beetle, and we've got him in to show him how to maintain his car, how to look after the convertible top and protect it, and also look after that nice black paintwork. So a nice focus on today's video is not only the paint, how we can revive, refine and protect it, but also the convertible top. We don't get many convertible tops come into the bay, so it's nice to touch on our convertible cleaner and weatherproofer. Now we've washed the car down, we've hosed it. We're going to use our convertible cleaner to agitate the convertible top and bring out that dirt and grime before it's bone dry and we apply the weatherproofer. Spray the cleaner on and then use our microfiber or our microfiber wash net to agitate the surface. This is going to foam up and drive out the dirt and grime. So now we've sprayed the convertible cleaner on and agitated it using our microfiber wash mitt. All you need to do is rinse it off afterwards. So the 2 bucket method, you have a clear water with a grit guard in the bottom. Yep. Then you've got your soapy water here. Now what you want to do is the wash mitt, clean a panel with your soapy water, but before going back into that bucket, clean out the wash mitt in your clear water. Because if you've just got one bucket, the cleaner your car becomes, the dirtier that bucket. Yeah. So it's kind of counterintuitive a little bit. So you want to make sure every time you hit the car, it's with clean, fresh soapy water. Amazing. So it's nice and easy. So grab the wash mitt that doesn't exist. Oh, good. Again, wash mitt, soapy water, clean the panel, work your way down. Before you go onto any other section of the car, rub it on the grit guard, rinse it out, back into your soapy water. Amazing. Easy. And there's warm water in there as well, so it's not horrible for you. It's nice that you're not precious about your watch as well.
Wow, I just realised that.
Do you want me to?
It's not waterproof.
I can put it somewhere very safe. It's another don'ts of detailing. Remove all jewellery from your hands to make sure you don't scratch the paint.
And also, so it doesn't get wet.
So yeah.
Oh.
Hi, my name's Paul Hewitt. I am almost 44. I'm a barber and business owner, currently based in Bristol. We've got a barbershop down in Bristol called Brislington Hill Barbershop that me and my wife own. We've got another barbershop in Brighton called Blacklemore Barbers. And we currently have just partnered up with the Bike Shed, and we manage now Parts and Labour in London in Shoreditch. And this is my 2003 convertible Beetle.
So 2 main focuses for this video, convertible tops and paint. So we've shown you outside how to easily clean your convertible top, and when we get it in and we get it nice and dry, we'll show you how you can protect that. But we're also going to show you how to easily revive, refine and protect your paint using our ultimate paint care kit and the hand accessories provided. So for those of you that have never used clay, what it is a nice easy way of removing above surface contaminants that make the paint feel rough to the touch. So we're going to be using these 3 products. So your compound is essentially your reviving tool.
Right.
The polish is your refining, so that's the enhancement, that's the shiny bit. Then your wax is obviously, as you know, the protection.
Yep.
Normally we do this by machine, but it'd be nice to see how good we can get it by hand. So you've got 2 different kinds of applicator pad. You've got soft foam pads. These are really nice and gentle for gently applying kind of your waxes.
Yep.
But you've got these kind of meatier even coat pads. Now these have a bit more bite to them, so you can work the surface a bit more. So that means we want to kind of like get the product into it, kind of really work the compound and polish in to really get that bright finish, and then softly just apply the wax afterwards.
Right.
So all you need, a little bit of product like this, and to stop it drying out, what I like to do is kind of like butterfly it into the pad and feed it in.
Right.
So essentially you're like priming the pad. This allows you to go a little bit longer.
Right.
So it keeps it nice and lubricated. Then just do a little bit more. So don't do too much. So if you're looking at the bonnet like this, break it into 4.
Okay.
And then when you're polishing, you can do double that amount. Then when you come to waxing, do even more than that, because you're doing less work. Draw a line on the surface like this, and then gently, a little bit of pressure on the pad because it is bigger, so you can put a little bit more pressure on it like that. Just work it in.
God, squeaking.
And what this is doing is it's got the obviously mechanical compounds that are gently removing those scratches and swirls. So we're not filling, we're removing.
Right.
Which is the main key. Now you don't have to do circles, you can do straight lines if you want. So you just want to remove that. You don't want to let it cure on the surface because there's no benefit of it.
Right.
So you just take it straight off. So what we're doing is restoring that clarity. So essentially we're going from standard definition to high definition.
Right. Amazing. Incredible.
So just to recap, we're using a super micro abrasive within the Ultimate compound to remove those scratchings and swirls. Now to use this with a DA polisher, click this link. Cool, so now we want to enrich the colour and give it that wet look. So we're going to use our Ultimate polish again with the even coat pad.
Yep.
But we're going to use, you know how we primed the pad and worked it? All we're doing is just feeding into the paint. So we're going to use less product, less time and less effort.
Right.
So it's win-win either way. So a little bit of product.
Yep.
Again, we did 1/4 of them on it last time, now we're going to do half. So still do your lines.
Yeah.
Now the reason we do this is so everywhere gets an equal share, it gets nice and topped up. And then just gently, fingertip pressure only.
Right.
Work it in nice tight circles and just do 1 pass.
Okay.
So what this is doing, the oils in this are feeding into the paint and giving it that wet look. That's it. Essentially it's like moisturising the paint, it's giving it that richness. There we go, nice and soft. Finishing towel. Yeah, super soft.
Yeah.
And then, again, you don't let this dry solid because you don't gain anything from it. Gently wipe it off. And that's just going to give you that slick look.
What?
Yeah.
You do make this look far too easy.
I do it far too much, that's the problem. That's it. And then you just move on to the next bit. So you see that, it's just give it a real slickness. Yeah. No dust as well, there's no powder, no dusty residues, no cleanup. Nice and easy, get it on, take it off. So just to recap on what we've done so far, we've revived the paint using the Ultimate compound. Now we want to start refining it and giving it that gloss using our Ultimate polish. This contains oils that feed into the paint and give it that real nice wet look. Is great and it gives you a lovely gloss, but it offers no protection. So a wax is your last bit of sealant on top of that. So it's like an added clear coat for the polish. So it's going to mean that it's nice and protected. So you need even less product, which is good. So small like that will easily do the entire bonnet. So again, do your lines like this, and you should barely see the wax on the surface. So fingertip pressure only, tight little circles, and that's as much as you should see. So you shouldn't overwork it. All you need to do is put a light amount of wax on like that. And then you know how we've been removing it straight away?
Yeah.
We're gonna let this cure. So you're just gonna leave it on there, let it get nice and hard, completely cover the car, and then we'll take it off. So what you do is, you keep going until you see gaps in the circle,
right?
And then you know it's time to top up. So tie little circles like that, see it's still going.
Yeah. Is that because you've built up everything already?
Yeah, so each time, you notice we're backing off from the paint. And the reason you don't want to put too much wax on is, if you put too much product on the surface, the first layer won't cure. So if you put loads of wax on there, the first bit of wax you put on just won't get hard. So you just have a mushy, muddy finish. And the reason we're using this wax is because it's synthetic.
Okay.
So synthetic wax will give a darker colour car a real wet look gloss because it hazes to a clear. Spray directly to the white.
Yep.
With our multi-purpose cleaners. Now this is a degreaser.
Right.
So it's going to help give the kind of embedded dirt in there a nice lift to come out.
Yep.
And then with your even coat pad, just agitate it like this, look. Comes up super easy. And what you can do is any excess that's gone on the tyre and the wheel, just get a clean microfiber towel, just wipe it off. So when we got the car into the bay and we dried it off, we noticed that in these kind of intricate areas there was still quite a bit of embedded green mildew and moss in the convertible top. So we used a nylon brush, really lubricated the surface, and used a microfiber towel on the edge of the brush to kind of really work the surface. And what that did is kind of really go at it and drag out that dirt and grime that's really embedded into the fibre. So that really does help when removing stubborn stains from your convertible top. So now the paintwork is protected, we want to move on to protecting the convertible top. Now we're going to be using our convertible weatherproofer. Now this is an aerosol can that feeds into the fibres rather than just sit on the top. It just gives it longer lasting protection. All you need to do is make sure that the top is nice and dry, and then just do an even coat spray. That's it. So we're back where we started. We're done with the car. It's another episode of Day in the Bay done. We're back outside and the car looks fantastic. So today we've really covered on two main things: how to protect and maintain your convertible top, and how to protect, maintain and enhance your paintwork. So we used our convertible cleaner to degrease and remove that grime from the convertible top, and then we let it dry and then protected that using our weatherproofer. That's going to give it long lasting protection and real good water repellency. We then moved on to the paintwork, so we gave it a good clean outside, we moved it into the bay, gave it a clay because it had never been clayed before, and Paul had never even used clay before, so it was fantastic getting him using that process. We then moved on to our ultimate paint care kit. Now this contains our ultimate compound, ultimate polish and ultimate wax. Now this was great for reviving using the ultimate compound. We then moved on to refining using the ultimate polish, and finished it off using our ultimate wax to give it that long lasting protection using the synthetic polymers contained within that wax to give it intense water beading and wet look gloss. Now thanks for watching this episode of Day in the Bay, and if you want to see more, make sure you like, share and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified when the next Meguiars video is released. Happy waxing.